What is up, guys? Shoaib here. You know, I am obsessed with enhancing human performance simply with the objective of helping you as well as myself live our lives to the fullest. Now, by fullest, I am not talking about wealth, I am not talking about materialistic possessions. Yes, it can be a component. I do not disagree with the fact that it has an element that contributes towards happiness, but if that is your derivative, and a mention to Fahad Farouk here because he did a video recently about how we shouldn't derive happiness from objects or materialistic things, and I agree with that 100%, simply because we become dependent on these things for happiness, and that shouldn't be the case. We should be able to be happy in the situation that we are, no matter what we have or don't have. It doesn't mean you shouldn't want more. It doesn't mean you shouldn't work hard to come out of the situation you are or to get to a happier place. But if you're not happy with what you have, you will never be happy. You cannot attach happiness to materialistic things. But that's not the purpose of this video. I want to talk to you about a concept that will simplify your life and help you make better decisions, because with better knowledge we end up having the ability to take better decisions, and by default better decisions will give you better outcomes, right? Real quick, decision fatigue is where when the human mind takes decisions from the moment that we wake up, the amount of energy that we have in our brains to make decisions or good quality decisions depletes, right? It's that simple. So say you wake up in the morning and the first thing you've got to do is decide, okay, what am I going to do today? You're using your brain juice to make a decision. And then you're thinking, okay, what am I going to have for breakfast? You're using your brain juice. And then you're thinking, what am I going to wear today? You're using your brain juice. And if you don't believe me, let me give you a little bit of a fact that you probably already know. Why is it that some of the greatest producers in the world wear the same uniform? Take Steve Jobs. Always wore a turtleneck. Take Mark Zuckerberg. Gray t-shirt or hoodie. You ever wonder why they wear the same thing all the time? That's one less decision to make. They don't want to spend time taking decisions on trivial things like what am I going to wear, what am I going to eat. They've automated those processes. They've made it so simple because they want to reserve their brain juice and their decision-making ability for more cognitively challenging decisions throughout the day. Just think about how much of our energy we utilize doing things like checking social media, doing things like online window shopping, where we go onto an app and we browse products. I mean, we're not even going to buy anything. Or Uber Eats, right? Or Pick Me Food. How much of time do you spend on those apps just browsing away, not even actually buying anything? And even if you are buying anything, still for all, how much of time do you spend on these, and how much of value is that adding to your life? I'm talking about real lasting value, not little dopamine hits that in that moment when you order you feel good, or in that moment when you're eating the food you feel good, or in the moment where you're picking out those clothes you feel good. I'm not talking about those temporary short-term dopamine boosts. I am talking about long-term happiness, right? Long-term satisfaction, contentment in life. Do you really get it out of that? So this is just an encouragement to you to really consider the decisions that you make on a daily basis and see if these are really, really value adding to your life. And if not, just know that you're depleting the energy resource in your brain to make good quality decisions. This is why even the world's best super performers, elite performers, make the worst decisions or say things that they really regret later on when they are tired, when they are worn out. All right, so this is something that you and I suffer a lot from, especially in this world of digital distraction. All right, I want you to really think about that. How much of our energy, how much of our brain power, how much of our focus, our bandwidth of mind power is taken because of the digital distraction era that we live in. All right, so I will do a clip on how we can avoid this, little steps that we can take, examples of history makers and legends who have been able to overcome these distractions, right? And if you are interested and you want to know what you can do to come out of this or mitigate, because I am not telling you to stay away from these apps, right? I am simply encouraging that there is a smarter approach towards the utilization of technology rather than you allowing technology to utilize you. So if you want to know what it is that you can do in order to simplify and streamline your life to be able to preserve your brain juice, do subscribe to my YouTube channel, where I will be uploading a video on what exactly you can do to identify the areas that are eating up your bandwidth and not adding value to your life, and how you can overcome it and strategize to make better use of your mind power. This is me signing off, guys. You can find me on Facebook, you can find me on YouTube, Twitter, even TikTok for that matter. So do subscribe to my channel on YouTube, and do not forget to please like and share this content with the people that you love, because you know I am obsessed with enhancing human performance for the better of mankind. And if you would like to help me do that, please do share this message. Until next time.